But the worst fanbase belongs to Goku from Dragon Ball. But you guys are some of the most toxic people I have ever seen in the entirety of my lifetime.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be responding to midnightdre's response to drip sauce, because midnightdre just simply cannot accept the facts. He's always saying that Goku is multiversal this and multiversal that, even though those claims have been debunked since 2023. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like and subscribe if you guys want more uploads. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
I tried, you know. Lord knows I tried. But there's just no helping you people. It's like you crave death, but not just any death. No! You fuckers seem to have some sort of pool going to see who can end their existence in the dumbest, most avoidable way possible. And you just keep one-upping each other.
My guy, do you ever learn your lesson?
You are the last person on earth to be asking that question about learning lessons. You had people have debunks after debunks, and you still in that mindset of Goku being multiversal.
And just like I said in the last video I made on your worn out little behind with all the meat riding you do on Goku, if you're obsessed with me, you could just say that.
Bro really just said that drip sauce is obsessed with him just because he made a video about him. I guess that we can say that you're obsessed with me with the way you've been digging through my channel for a straight hour after I debunked you. Your logic is stupid.
But let's once again break down all of the BS you had to say in this trash little video of yours.
So it seems like there's this trend on TikTok where if you say the dumbest, most brain rot things, you get the best engagement. So I can see why he's getting a lot of engagement on his videos, because he says a lot of nonsense.
Okay, so first of all, calling anybody's takes on this app ridiculous and trying to just get clicks and views is a hilarious take to have.
Bruh, drip sauce was literally referring to you when he said that. It is literally so obvious that he's literally referring to you when he said all that. The fact that you haven't even caught on is absolutely crazy.
We're both content creators, although I am a lot better than you.
You're a lot better than drip sauce? Yeah, no.
So for you to say that my video is a ridiculous take just for clicks and views would also apply to the video that you made on me and every video that you've made before or since then.
Bro really just said that drip sauce has worse takes than him. Very ironic coming from the same guy who said that Jinwoo can beat Goku.
So while you can try to say that all of my videos are just for clicks and views, you can say the exact same thing about yours, so why don't you look in the mirror next time before you decide to throw stones in that glass house of yours, okay?
First of all, Drip was being sarcastic. Second of all, you cannot be speaking. You are in no position to talk shit at all. You are the same guy that literally left mid-debate just because you were getting destroyed. I'm sorry, but the moment you left, that is the moment you lost your ability to talk shit about anybody. So please, shut the fuck up.
The key takeaway from that conversation is what Toyotaro had to say. And Toyotaro said, as I quote, "I love almost everything in the Dragon Ball universe. For me, everything is kind of canon because I've seen it all. But it's not my role to decide what's canon. I think it's better if each fan decides what is or isn't canon for themselves. For example, I used to play Dragon Ball Online, and that's canon to me too."
Toyotaro mentions the game Dragon Ball Online, which is a game created by Akira Toriyama, to which he states himself that it happens many years after the current manga, so it's definitely canon by default. So it makes sense contextually speaking, and I believe it's just more ontologically parsimonious that Toyotaro is referring to official Dragon Ball media. And this is corroborated by the statements that Toriyama made prior, where he says that he likes to see the Dragon Ball movie as occurring in a different dimension. He says GT is a side story, etc. So it's basically just reinstating what Toriyama has already established, that different Dragon Ball medias are just separate timelines or continuities that are connected in the broader Dragon Ball multiverse.
Oh, really?
Okay, so I'm glad you brought up what Toriyama had to say in 1995 about the theatrical releases for Dragon Ball. Because when he says that all of the movies occur in different dimensions and Dragon Ball GT is a side story, that proves everything that I had to say about CC Goku and Dragon Ball Heroes correct in relation to its canonicity. Because if Dragon Ball GT is a side story not really connected to the main canon storyline of Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super, then the exact same logic applies to Dragon Ball Heroes and CC Goku by extension.
I like how midnightdre just says all of this shit but doesn't drop one single evidence to defend his shit.
Toyotaro says that he's not the one who decides what is canon and the fans should choose what is canon for themselves. He's basically saying what do you view as the main continuity? Because there's multiple other continuities, the movies, GT, etc. So whatever you view as the main continuity is canon to you. That is your continuity that you follow. That is your main continuity. Because technically there isn't any main continuity due to the fact that there's an infinite amount of timelines.
Yeah, no, that's not true by any stretch of the imagination. There is definitely a main canon storyline. The main storyline for Dragon Ball was established back in Dragon Ball proper. It was then continued and expanded upon in Dragon Ball Z, which then leads us to where we are today with Dragon Ball Super.
Bruh, Drip Sauce literally just said that that's in a separate timeline. There is no main continuity in Dragon Ball since there are an infinite amount of timelines. If you still think I'm wrong, look at this panel and tell me that I'm wrong.
This was already established by you and the late great Akira Toriyama by his own admission and yours. Because like he said in the interview that you referenced in your own video, the movies and GT occur in separate timelines or are side stories respectively.
Then why the hell are you saying that there is a main continuity in Dragon Ball? Midnight Dre, are you hearing yourself right now?
Even the current head of the Dragon Ball manga admits right there in that interview that CC Goku is not canon, and it is up to the fans to decide that, as he himself does not have the authority to determine what is canon.
So this is just a blatant straw man of Toyotaru, because not once in the scan did he ever say the CC Goku is not canon, nor did he imply that. It's also another straw man because Toyotaru quite literally never says that he doesn't have the authority to determine what is canon, right? He just says that he thinks it's better for the fans to determine what is canon for themselves. That's why he says it's not his role to decide what is canon, because he's allowing the fans to choose what continuity they choose as the main continuity.
You're ugly when you lie, dude! I'm not lying! Then why are you ugly?
Yeah, no, I'm not strawmanning Toyotaro in any way, shape, or form here, because the entire topic at hand is whether or not CC Goku is canon based on the things that Toyotaro had to say in that interview.
Dog, where the fuck in this panel does it say CC Goku is the topic here? Where in this panel does it say CC Goku is the topic? I generally want to know.
So while he doesn't outright address CC Goku in this video, the entire topic of the video in discussion was CC Goku based on what was said right here. And I'm still not strawmanning him when it comes to whether or not he has the authority to determine what's canon and what's not.
Bruh, your entire body language is telling me that you are literally strongmanning Toyotaru.
In this interview, he is fully renouncing his authority to determine what is canon and turning that authority over to the fan.
He said that it is better for the fans to decide what is canon or not. He's not actually renouncing his role of what is canon and what is not.
Which means that at no point in time throughout the entirety of my video did I ever commit a strawman fallacy, and I think you need to really look into what a strawman fallacy is before you start throwing that term around without knowing it.
If Toyotaro were to come out with a statement, right, or an official guidebook or something stating that the Dragon Ball Super timeline is the main continuity and every other thing is just an alternate version of the Dragon Ball Super timeline, that is a perfect demonstration of him having the authority to determine what is canon.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
But here's the thing, kiddo, he can't do that anymore.
I said it once and I say it again. Just because he said it was better for the fans to decide what is canon and what is not doesn't mean he's actually passing down his role as chief executive and director of Dragon Ball Super. The fact that you're calling Drip a kid is so ironic to the fact that you are literally acting like one right now. Anyways, I debunked everything I could in this video, so I'm going to keep this short. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you later in the next one. Bye.